Can
Without,
everyone see the presentation?
yes, thanks.
Excellent, thank you. So we are here today for a public hearing for an application from the Ross Creek Center for the Arts, or its parent organization actually called CoStarts. This is for a development agreement. The Ross Creek Center for the Arts is located in Ross Creek, up in the northeast portion of our municipality. I just thought I'd share with you the current operations of the center. So they do theater productions under Two Palanks and a Passion throughout the summer months. They offer artist retreats and workshops, and for these they provide accommodations as well as a small cafe for the artists and members of the public. They do fundraising events on site, weddings, and they host an arts-based summer camp that also provides accommodations for the children. And in order to staff the camp as well as the theater production, they have staff accommodations. So this is the main programming building on the site. It is quite large. And this houses currently the cafe as well as studios, a small gallery, a library, and other associated uses, including the offices for CoStarts. This is the original farmhouse that was on the property, but has since been converted to an artist lodge. It currently contains 7 guest rooms. These are some of the artist cabins that they have on site for visiting artists. And this is one of the camp cabins. Finally, this is the programming building from a different angle, along with, on the left-hand side, their current dining hall. You'll see why this is important in just a second. So currently that's an open air dining hall. It's open at 2 ends, and then it's obviously a curved roof. So the proposal is to legalize and expand their current operations. So legalizing the theater productions, the visiting artists accommodations and workshops. They're looking to add 2 more artist cabins, legalizing the event space, as well as a full service restaurant. They're also looking to expand the camp use and to add more camp cabins and to replace that dining hall with a year-round permanent dining hall. This is an aerial photo of the property. The property is 136 acres in size and is generally consisting of a rolling hill topography, although it does slope downward in the west towards a creek that forms the western boundary of the property. This is our future land use designation for the area. The green, most of the properties in this area are within the former forestry land use designation. And in the top left corner of this map, you'll see sort of a brown color indicating the country residential designation. This application came in 2018, and so we're processing it under our 1992 MPS. Similarly, the zoning for the area was in the forestry district, and then in the top left, it was the country residential zone. With regards to a policy, I'm sorry, I have a window covering my, let me see if I can get rid of that. Okay. With regard to the policy review, our enabling policy is 4.4.8.5 that states that proposals for larger scale tourist commercial facilities for lodging, food services, and ancillary uses are permitted in the forestry district by development agreement in accordance with the provisions below. The facilities must be architecturally compatible. Adequate buffering must be provided. Site alteration must be sympathetic to the natural landscape, and the site must be able to accommodate on-site septic systems. With regards to the architectural compatibility, we'll see in the draft development agreement that there is provisions to require that any future buildings be architecturally compatible with what is currently there. Development must occur within a development envelope, which is located a minimum of 50 feet from any lot line, although it's significantly further from the front lot line and the rear lot line. No site alteration is proposed, and that's not a concern of staff. And all of the septic systems on site will be required to receive Nova Scotia environment approval. We also assessed this application under the general development agreement criteria. We ensured that the proposal is in keeping with the intent of the municipal planning strategy. We reviewed the financial impact on the municipality and determined that it would not have any negative financial impact. However, council should be aware that a number of grants have been granted to this organization for this site. We've reviewed the feasibility of services, storm drainage, and the risk of pollution and contamination, and staff are satisfied that these are not a concern. Staff consulted with the Department of Transportation regarding the road network and the generation of traffic, and we received positive comments back from the Department of Transportation indicating that they did not have any concerns. With regards to the adequacy of schools, recreation, and other community facilities, this is not applicable to this development agreement because this is not for residential development. With regard to fire protections, we did receive confirmation from the Canning Fire Chief that they did have adequate resources to fight fires on this site. Staff are also satisfied that the development form is compatible with the area and that the site is suitable for the development proposed. Finally, we did hear from the Department of Transportation that traffic generation was not a concern and that this use was, staff are also satisfied that in terms of land use compatibility, this is compatible with the surrounding area. The draft development agreement enables additional tourist commercial uses. So the tourist lodge, up to 7 rooms, that's currently what the tourist lodge has, up to 12 cabins, consisting of a total of 4,000 square feet, with each cabin being no more than 500 square feet. And that would represent a 2-cabin increase on the property. A 30,000 square foot programming building, which is roughly consistent with what they currently have, a 2,000 square foot restaurant, and an event venue. Finally, we would control signs on the property, the parking. We've applied controls for landscaping and buffering, architectural design, and hours of operation. This is a site plan for the site. It's difficult to see on the screen, but most of the activity is centered in here, although the camp cabins are up here. And all development must occur within this hatched area. So significant portions of the site will remain undeveloped, including 1,000 feet between the front lot line and the development envelope. With regard to the process, we received a complete application in 2018. A public information meeting was held on October 9th, 2018. Staff did their review, and Planning Advisory Committee reviewed this application in October of 2019. Initial consideration was given on March 3rd. We're currently here at the public hearing, and we will provide the public with a 14-day period for comment and feedback, and we will reconvene this public hearing at your regular council meeting on June 2nd, after which you will make a decision and a 14-day appeal period will follow. Residents within 500 feet of this property were advised of this public hearing by letter mail and have been informed of the process we are following. And the public hearing was also advertised in the Chronicle Herald on May 5th and May 12th. All of the statutory requirements of the Municipal Government Act have been met, and I will pass it back to the chair.